A vow to the soul of the world. A salute to every woman. In this video, I just want to give more honor and upliftment to our women of the world. So let's go through the topics, and at the end, I'm going to explain to you about a manual I've written for women empowerment and women upliftment, and I'll tell you how and where you can download it for free. It's no charge, it's not copyrighted, it's completely open source and free for all women anywhere to use. For centuries, the story of humanity has been told from a single dominant perspective. It has been a narrative of conquest, of power and of force, often written in the ink of a man's hand. But there's a parallel story. A quiet, powerful epic told through resilience, compassion and an unbreakable spirit. This is the story of every woman, and it is a story that has been whispered for far too long. This is not a blog post or a video. This is a vow, a call to arms for the hearts of every human being on this earth. We will no longer stand silent as our women are held back, disrespected, and denied their fundamental rights. We will honor their achievements, celebrate their existence, and commit ourselves to building a world where their value is not just recognized, but revered. When you finish listening to this, I want you to feel an irresistible urge to go to a woman you know and salute her, for in her soul lies the power, the true power that can heal a fractured world. The architects of compassion, reclaiming leadership. We have been conditioned to believe that strength in leadership is loud, that power is dominant, and that the path to success is paved with an iron will. This mindset This mindset forged in the fires of a patriarchal past has led the world to constant competition and conflict. But the most powerful leaders are not always the ones who speak the loudest. They are the ones who listen. Consider the era of Angela Merkel in Germany. For 16 years, male leaders across the globe engaged in bombastic displays of power. Merkel leadership was steady and a quiet force. She was the anchor in a sea of political storms. When the European debt crisis threatened to tear the continent apart, she did not yell or threaten. She led with calm, pragmatic determination. Her most defining moment, however, came during the 2015 refugee crisis. As millions fled unimaginable horrors, many male leaders chose to close their borders, to build walls and stoke fear. Merkel opened her arms and her country, declaring simply, "Wir schaffen das." We can do this. This was not just a political decision. It was a profound act of compassionate leadership. She did not choose the easy path. She chose the human one. Her leadership proved that the strongest leaders are not those who shout the loudest, but those who are the most steadfast in compassion. Then there is the powerful legacy of Jacinda Ardern in New Zealand. After horrific Christchurch mosque shootings, while the world was bracing for a political or military response, Ardern offered an emotional one. She wore a hijab, hugged the grieving, and declared, "They are us." Her empathy was not a sign of weakness, it was a demonstration of power, so profound it brought a nation together in its moment of deepest sorrow. She showed the world that a leader's most powerful tool is their heart. Her government's focus on social well-being, on addressing child poverty, and on promoting kindness was an embodiment of her belief that a nation's true strength is measured by how it cares for its most vulnerable. These women did not just hold power, they transformed it. They are a testament to the fact that you can lead with both a brilliant mind and a compassionate heart. So the next time you hear a news report about a woman in a position of power, take a moment to salute her. Salute her for her grace under pressure, her quiet strength, and her unwavering compassion, for she's redefining the very meaning of leadership. The right to her body, her story, the pain, and a forced trauma. A woman's body is a sanctuary. It is a sacred space of creation, of life, and of profound personal experience. It is a space that should be her own, a safe haven where her sovereignty is absolute. Yet across the globe, this fundamental right is under constant attack. The most painful and cruel example of this violation is the trauma of sexual assault, followed by the barbaric demand that a woman carry the memory of that assault within her own body for 9 months. Imagine a woman, we will call her Sarah. Her life was a tapestry of hopes and dreams until it was shattered by an act of horrific violence. She survived, but her emotional scars are deep, and psychological trauma is a living presence. Her universe has been irrevocably changed. In the aftermath, as she tries to gather the fragments of her soul, she discovers she's pregnant. Her body, the last place she believed she had control, has become a living testament to her trauma. Now society tells her that she must carry this pregnancy to term. She's told that she must relive the moment of her assault every single day. Every wave of morning sickness, every kick, every moment of her body changing becomes a cruel reminder of the violation she endured. She is told that she must give birth to the child of a person who took her innocence. How can we as a compassionate society demand this of her? How can we force her to endure a trauma that will compound her pain and haunt her for the rest of her life? The argument against a woman's right to choose in these circumstances is an argument against her right to heal. It is an argument that says her body is not her own and that her pain does not matter. It's a profound failure of empathy and a cruel disregard for the sanctity of her soul. We must stand up for women's rights, for a woman's right to decide over her own body and her own life. This is not a political debate. It is a question of basic human rights of compassion and of the fundamental respect we owe to every woman to heal from trauma as she did not ask for. We have a duty to create a world where a woman's bodily autonomy is non-negotiable and where her voice is heard when it matters most. The unseen and unsung heroes beyond the battlefield of misogyny. The same misogyny that tries to hold back our political leaders manifest in countries' ways in a creative world, in sports and in business. We see the comment sections of social media, where a woman's hard work is easily dismissed. Consider the artist on Facebook. There's this graphic designer. She pours her heart, her talent, and her soul into creating beautiful, intricate works of art. Every stitch, every detail is a testament to her vision. But instead of seeing her talent, some men look at her and tell her to just start at OnlyFans, as if her creative value is non-existent. Her only worth is her body. This is a cruel, demeaning act that tries to strip her of her art, her dignity, and her voice. It is a small act of violence, a whisper of a broken world that sees a woman as an object, not a creator. But women have refused to be silenced. They are warriors. We see their brilliance in Serena Williams, who did not just play tennis. She dominated the sport with a power and a grace that changed the game forever. We see it in the genius of Katherine Johnson, the NASA mathematician whose calculations guided astronauts to the moon, a woman whose contributions were almost erased from history, a genius who had to fight for the right to be seen. We see it in countless female CEOs, artists, writers, and entrepreneurs who are building empires, creating art, and solving problems in every corner of the globe. These women are not just achieving, they are fighting. They are fighting against a system that has tried to hold them back for centuries. They are fighting for their right to be seen, to be heard, and to be valued for their minds, their talents, and their character. The sanctuary of respect, a call to a new masculinity. It is truly just, in a truly just society, respect is not a privilege. It is a fundamental right. A woman is a human being with the same rights, the same dreams, and the same desires as a man. Yet, so often we see this basic truth forgotten. We see it in casual catcalls, the unwanted advances, and the persistent harassment that forces a woman to navigate a world that sometimes feels like a hostile place. When a man makes an advance and a woman says no, that single word is not an invitation to persuade, to persist, or to plead. It is a full stop. It's a clear boundary that says, I do not consent. A man's response to that word is a reflection of his character. True strength is not in pushing past a woman's boundaries. It is in respecting them. It is about a man being a man enough to accept a decision with dignity and walk away. We have a societal duty to teach our sons and daughters that a woman's body is a sanctuary, that no one has the right to violate, touch, or demand. A man's worth is not defined by who he can conquer, but by who he can protect and respect. This is a call to a new masculinity, one built on honor and compassion, an unwavering belief that a woman's voice is her truth, and that her truth must be heard. A salute and a vow. This is not a cry for anger. It's a plea from the heart. It is a call to a new world, one where we honor women, not just for what they have done, but for who they are. They are the carriers of life, the guardians of the home, the architects of the future. They are our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, and our parents. I want you to look at every woman you see, the one at a checkout counter, the one running the business, the one raising a child, the one fighting for justice. And I want you to salute her. Salute her for her strength, for her resilience, and her compassion. Let us make a vow to protect, respect, and honor every woman, a vow to change misogyny and fight for her rights, and to celebrate her existence. A woman's pain should not be a secret, and her achievements should not be a footnote. Her story is the very soul of the world, and it's time for us to listen. Now, for the ladies out there watching, for the women, the mothers, the daughters, I've created a 300-page manual to uplift you, to empower you, to teach you how to start businesses in every form of art, from satellite art galleries, publishing, filming, how to use social media, how to use all the available tools, and just your skill and your determination to start businesses with no upfront capital. This manual is available for free. It's on Internet Archive and Academia. I will post the links to download it for free on the comments. You can download it for free, anonymously. There's no catch, there's no charge. These manuals, once you've downloaded it, you can distribute it to your friends, to any woman who needs it. NPOs, community projects, education centers are free to use it for free. It's open source. I did not copyright this manual. It is my dedication and my gift to the woman of the world. So go out, ladies, and succeed and live your truth and your life.